Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my chief researcher and person who refuses to grow as a human being, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing today?
What is this accusation? I can take not being your friend, but, assaults on my character development. That's a new low.
I just felt like, I don't know, whatever.
Well, to be fair, I did ask you to be a job referee for me. So I feel like that cemented our acquaintanceship, our colleaguehood.
I feel like that, I mean, obviously, it's best if we work in a professional capacity.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we have a greater potential for success.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly produces professional results with this podcast.
Whatever, I think it's very well edited, if I do say so myself.
and researched, in fact.
Well, there you go. See? If you listen to these episodes, which I don't think you do.
Which I do, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, because I find myself very funny.
So, yeah, well.
No, Danny likes to listen to them when we're doing chores. So
does Danny find them funny?
Tormented by my own voice. Well, he finds me funny, so yes. But also, no, he finds you funny.
Oh, that's the important thing.
Well, quite, yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't have to be funny. I'm doing the research. If it's not funny, it's all on you.
That's fair.
Except my research this week isn't great, so I'm going to try and be funny.
All right. Well, I take the burden and the responsibility of being funny very seriously.
As you should.
Anna, have you done anything particularly saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you this week?
I got my jab, so that was good.
Oh, wow.
The miracle of science.
Indeed. How are you feeling?
Fine. My arm hurt a bit for a while, but it's fine now. But I bled when the jab happened, and
You bled?
Yeah, I had to have a bit of cotton wool sellotape to my arm, like a brave girl. I was like, I've been so brave.
You're like, what? No lollipop? What the hell?
Yeah. I was just fobbed off with that card that you get,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was good. Kind of saintly as well, getting bleed to the protection of everyone, including myself, but also everyone else.
Yeah, it's like the stigmata, but on your shoulder. Upper arm. That's good. I had a miraculous thing happen this week, which is that I got an appointment at the United States Embassy for Tavish to go confirm his citizenship. Mm-hmm. Yay!
Did he have to pledge allegiance to the flag, even though he can't talk yet? I imagine that happens.
It's not for a few days. But the reason this was miraculous.
So by then he will have learned to talk.
He'll have learned it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, he'll know it all by then. So it's miraculous because in order to confirm his citizenship, so he is, since I'm an American citizen and he's my son.
As far as you know.
As far as you know, that is not.
You waded into that one, I'm afraid.
That is the kind of immature humor that makes me think you lack the capacity to grow as a human being.
Wow.
Why are you still shocked by this? You can't gasp twice at the same statement.
Yes, I can. I'm very fragile.
Anyways, since he's my son, he is automatically an American citizen. But since we live in a foreign country, I have to establish this with the United States Embassy, which is a very annoying process. And I have to go there in person.
So did you have to prove that you're his dad?
The proof that I'm his dad is that the birth certificate says I'm his dad.
Oh, okay. So you only had to bribe the people making the birth certificate rather than...
No, I'm the one who went into here's the thing about...
bribes. Oh, that was a Freudian slip, wasn't it, Matthew?
Here's the thing about, I'm the one... You want to hear about all the paperwork to establish the identity of my child.
Yes, please. I think that's comedy gold.
I had to go to the town hall. I had to make an appointment to go to the town hall.
Oh, that place is a total dump, so...
Yeah, to, register his birth. Mm-hmm. So I had to take... I don't know, I forget. Well, there was a piece of paperwork from the hospital that says, an actual baby exists. But it was just me. I just went by myself.
With the piece of paper.
With the piece of paper that says a baby exists. And then I
Do they
gave them all the
usually
information.
require you to bring the baby, but because of COVID they didn't? Or is it always just a piece of paper?
I think I think you can just go on your own and do it. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure if you need...
Because, the baby's not at school or work or anything by that point.
But he was still
they're
quite young.
They're not gainfully employed, so you should be able to bring them with you.
He was still quite young, and I think that it was still, we had not taken him out of the house for any substantial period of time. So it was just it would have been a whole thing. But I mean, there's no rush on that. We just wanted to get it done as soon as possible.
Sure.
But so I did that. But so the thing about going to the embassy is they have not been doing in-person visits for most of the time. The COVID's been going on. So there's a backlog of about a year of people who've had...
and how are they dealing dealing with getting through this backlog? Are they processing everything like lots and super quickly and doing it all at once?
You would think, but no. They are, in fact, releasing only 1 week's worth of appointments, and they are only doing this at some random point in the previous week.
That sounds like a really efficient system for getting through all the appointments that are required.
Yeah. One would think that if they were really trying to get through this backlog, they would just put on their website appointments for like the next 6 months, and people could just snatch them up whenever they were available, and that would make everybody's life easier.
And maybe have how long is this appointment supposed to be?
I don't know, maybe like an hour.
Okay, so you could reasonably, if you had and how many staff does it require?
I don't know. I would guess one. I honestly don't know.
So if they have more than 5 employees, they could really do they could maybe do 50 a day. How many slots are there per day, Matthew?
3, Anna.
3?
Yes.
Wait, but then what? 3?
As far as I can tell, there are 3 per day, so 12 per week because they don't do appointments on Wednesdays.
Right.
And so it has been, and like I said, they released them.
I work 8 hours a day. What are these people doing?
Maybe it does take, maybe we will be there for
God.
3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, is that because Tavish will keep trying to recite the thing and then forgetting a line? And, so babies, they are problematic like that.
He doesn't have to do anything except show up. They need actual proof that there's a baby that exists.
Okay. Well, you got that.
Yeah, I got that. I don't know. It's a whole thing. And it's like, there are 2 consulates. There's a consulate in Belfast and one in Edinburgh, but they're both closed because of COVID. So they're not doing in-person appointments. So no matter,
of those ones are coming to London as well.
Yeah. So it's a backlog of a year. It's a backlog from 3 sites to 1. And like I said, they released them at a random time. So basically I spent all day Wednesday because I missed it 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I had missed whenever they put them up, which meant I had stopped looking at my computer or my phone for like 15 minutes. That is literally what happened.
Jesus.
Every time. So then this week I was checking them on Wednesday and I was just doing it, and then suddenly it popped up. I, picked whatever random date my finger could hit and got it. So it's the following Thursday. Right. And then I went back and looked at the website and watched in real time as all of the appointments disappeared in literally 5 minutes. It was nuts. The whole thing, it was okay, so I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
This is...
It is just, but as you say, with such a backlog, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
It just sounds like they're not being very smart about dealing with that, though.
It feels like they could have found a better system. This was very stressful, and we were we'll just refresh it. We've got nothing to do. We'll definitely get an appointment.
But you're against all parents who have
we're against all parents
schedules.
Who are at home with a baby. Yeah. So it's no, it's every baby's gonna have the same thing. So now I get to go to London.
Oh, a nice day trip.
Well, an overnight trip.
Oh.
So we go on Wednesday night, and we're gonna go to the embassy at 10 a.m. the following morning.
Right.
And
where are you staying in London?
At my sister-in-law's.
Oh.
Yeah. And today I went around town and spent something like £50 making copies and printing off documents.
50 British pounds? What do you do if you want to be a citizen and you don't have a printer?
Well, I
spend £50 on printing by the time
you spend I had to make copies in triplicate of a bunch of different things, including my marriage certificate, his birth certificate, my passport, Alice's passport, his passport, my divorce papers.
So Tavish has a passport?
He has a British passport.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But he cannot enter America on a British passport
because
he's
an American citizen.
Yeah.
But how would they know he was an American citizen if you didn't do this appointment?
Well, they might figure it out because I'm American and he's with me. And we were like,
really weird.
And then we were kind of like, what are they going to do to him? He's a baby.
Yeah. And it's it's America. They might shoot him.
He goes straight to Guantanamo Bay.
You tiny ginger terrorist.
Yeah. Oh, and then we were like, oh, wait, no, they could do serious things to us. They could fine us a massive amount of money. Because it wouldn't be his fault. It'd be our fault. Anyways, so.
Borders are stupid. I just want to say.
Yes. That's
this all
borders.
Just proves his borders. It's just
borders
a racket.
Yeah. It is a racket. It's a huge fucking racket.
Big
that's
printer
a great way to put it.
Making a lot of money out of this.
Yeah. The Xerox Corporation. They are making all the money. So I had to go to the library today and print a bunch of things off and make copies. And then I had to go to Snappy Snaps and get some pictures printed off.
Nice. Of you or him?
Of him, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just some tasteful nudes of me. Yeah.
Just thought that would change the ambassador's mind, you know?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have the right paperwork. Well, maybe.
Does this penis change your mind?
This scantily clad photo of me leaning over a car will. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyways, Anna, today is July 4th.
Happy 4th of July, Matthew.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Will Tavish be an American? Well, he is an American citizen, so I guess he'll
always
be celebrating.
He was born an American citizen, yes.
Right. Okay.
He'll celebrate the 4th of July the same way I celebrate the 4th of July in the UK, by dunking on British people.
Which will be difficult for him because that will include cussing his mum.
Yeah.
So today is the 4th of July. So I've gone a bit weird with today's saint.
Oh, good.
Because it's the 4th of July. I wanted to find the patron saint of the United States for you, but unfortunately there isn't one.
Yes, there is. It's Mary.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But like unofficially, and also, you know, we don't need to know about her because she's you know, whatever. She's a pre-Jesus saint, so it doesn't count. But because the United States was never like Catholic or even Christian officially. There's not another patron saint that works. So I had to scrap that. So then I thought, what about the patron saint of freedom? Do you know who the patron saint of freedom is?
No.
It's a picture of Jesus. The patron saint of freedom is a picture of Jesus.
Wait, how does that work? How is a picture a saint?
Catholicism's weird. I don't know, but I mean, I can find that article if you want, but it's called something like the miraculous image of Christ or something, and it's a picture that's the patron saint of freedom.
Where's this picture?
I think Italy. Hang on. Let me just do some.
Why would you bring
Googling.
this up and then not have any follow-up information?
Sorry, because it was just going to be a throwaway comment, you know? And then you ask questions like you always do, and I should have prepared for that.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but when I do research, I have a bunch of tabs open that have tangential topics that I think you might hit on.
Yeah, I should probably have done that. So, yeah, the painting is called The Infant Jesus of Prague.
Okay.
This picture's saint day is the 3rd of May. I'm not making this up. This is just true facts about God. And according to this Catholic Saints information website, it is not idolatry because it's a popular image. So it's very clear that, you know, they're totally consistent in their worldview by worshipping a picture and building an altar to the image. So basically...
It's not the Infant Jesus of Prague. Mm-hmm. It's a statue.
Picture. A statue. Sorry.
It's a according to Wikipedia, it's a statue. Unless it's a different infant.
Yeah, it is a statue. Sorry, not a painting. Whatever. It's a piece of art, not a person. Right. That still makes it pretty crazy to me, I think.
It's also really creepy looking. Yeah. All right.
Looks like a doll. But as well as freedom, it's the patron saint of peace, vocations, nice. Good health.
Vocations, just like jobs.
Good finances. I feel like this is just a terrible patron saint to be a statue. Doesn't have a good life story if it's just a statue. So that's
that's
rubbish.
The first line of the Wikipedia entry is the exact origin of the infant Jesus statue is unknown.
There you go. It's a mystery statue. But yeah, so did not think that would be a good subject for the whole podcast. So patron saint of freedom out the window. So I'm not going to tell you what this saint's patronage is, or the main one at least. But there is a reason why, even though this saint's day isn't today or this week, that I have linked it back to the 4th of July, and that's why we're doing them this week. So thought I'd add a layer of festive fun for your American festival.
So what is the feast day of this saint?
So today's saint is Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows, or Gabriel Possenti, and his feast day is in fact the 27th of February.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, not today.
Okay.
But I just thought, you know, a fun guy to celebrate on the 4th of July, and you will find out why eventually.
Okay.
It's going to be like a eureka moment. You're going to be like, wow, Anna is a genius. I'm fairly sure.
I doubt I'm going to say that, but let's go ahead.
Well, you know, have an open mind, Matthew, because you could.
Okay. I probably will. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
So what's this guy's name again?
Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows, but he was born Francesco Possenti.
Okay. When?
March the 1st, 1838 in Assisi. So he was like the second Francis of Assisi. And in fact was baptized in the same font that Francis of Assisi had been baptized in.
Oh, was it Helvetica?
What? Oh, very good.
The same font. Get what I'm doing there?
Very good.
Do you see what I'm doing there?
Very Comic Sans of you.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he was the 11th of 13 children.
Oof.
Yeah.
Jeez. what would you, at some point?
Imagine how much
right?
Big Printer would have been making off that family.
Well, yeah, you have those. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, like 13 and then after that they just stopped counting. There was more.
Yeah.
But they were just like, you know what, we just can't even bother.
And that was only his dad's like primary family, right? So who knows how many he had in his secret second family.
Yeah.
So 13 children born to his mother Agnes and his father Santa.
Agnes.
Yeah. Have you not heard of that name before?
No, I have.
Okay.
I don't think of it as an Italian name.
No, maybe it was like Agna. I don't know. I didn't find an Italian version of it, but I'm sure there is one. Should have kept that tab open too. They were, at the time, resident in Assisi, where Sante worked for local government, possibly a lawyer, that kind of profession. So they were fairly well off. But I imagine that having that many children would mean that even if you're fairly well off...
Yeah, you're probably not that well off.
Yeah.
They're not castle rich, but they're doing okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Shortly after Francis's birth, Sante Pacenti was transferred to Montalta, and from there to Spoleto, where 3 years later, in 1841, he was appointed legal assessor. So I guess like some kind of judge, that level of diplomacy? Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy? Yeah. As opposed to the illegal assessor who would just go around assessing things. Like a madman.
4 out of 10. This podcast, 3 out of 10. Oh, sorry. So, yes, sadly, Spoleto was not a good place for them to be. They were struck, the family, by a number of bereavements.
Oh, no.
So, his youngest... Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was going to ask who, but you're just saying it. So.
Yeah. Give me time.
I don't know.
So Francis's baby sister Rosa in 1841, 7-year-old Adele in 1842, and later in 1842, the mum, Agnes, died. Sad times. So I guess that, they didn't stop counting after 13. There weren't anymore.
They just ran out of 13. Yeah, I mean, I feel like 13 kids is going to cut your life short. So.
True. Yeah, I feel like that is cause and effect maybe related there. Apparently this didn't, this bereavement didn't traumatize him too much. Because as a child and a young man, Francesco was well liked by his peers and had a reputation for great charity and piety, which is always good in a saint. He was also known for the great care he took with regard to his appearance and would spend hours preparing himself for parties.
Okay, well, so charity, yes. Piety, yes. Humility,
Vanity.
Not as much. Yeah. He's not one of our not bathing
Humble.
and hanging out in a hole in the desert kind of saints.
No.
He's possibly our most handsome saint.
Other than Gemma, of course.
Well, of course. I mean, we all know that.
Who was literally put on the earth to make grown men fall in love with her so that they would love Jesus.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. If not the handsomest naturally, then certainly the best kempt.
Certainly, yes.
You could say.
Was he just so he's just well groomed? Is he very stylish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently he could be difficult and was liable to bouts of anger, which the piety and the charity seem to conflict a bit there.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like, oh, here, have my bread roll. I'm on a diet, but don't touch my comb. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, you may have my old garments. They're out of season now.
Cravats are so autumn 1842.
I wouldn't be caught dead in those. Thank you.
Yes, he was deeply involved with the social scene of Spoleto, a hip-hop and happening place, and soon earned for himself the nickname of the Dancer.
Ooh.
He was a ladies' man and had several romantic involvements.
All right. Go on, I'm listening.
I'm interested.
I want this hot goss, this ice cold goss from over 150 years ago.
We could be a magazine. We're still on the pulse. The night he left to join the church. Oh, spoilers.
Oh.
He
broke so many hearts.
Yeah, basically. There were still hopes that he might become engaged to a local girl, Maria Panicetti, who was in love with him and had been on several dates with him.
Oh.
So there you go. He was a ladies' man, but apparently, basically join the church to get out of commitment. That's what I'm hearing.
So you think that like he never wanted to marry Miss Panichetti, and then Manicotti, what was her name?
Panichetti, yeah.
Panichetti, I was right. Okay, so yeah, he never wanted to marry. So he's like, oh, I gotta go join the church. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I know I made a lot of promises last night in bed, but I actually gotta go join the church now.
Also, can I have that perfume back, please?
Anyways, so he joins the church.
Yes.
So wait, so
not yet.
So he's been a party boy. He's been out wooing the ladies, dancing. They just call him the dancer.
But no lady could ever fill the hole in his life that his mother left. Clearly, tragic. Sorry.
It's always the truth. But so they just call him the dancer.
Yeah.
Like they were just like, here comes the dancer. Like it's like they had really not like nicknames were just new in the early 19th century. Like
maybe the village was so small that like only one guy did dancing. So it was like, oh, that's the dancing guy.
Oh, there's that guy that dances all the time. Yeah, isn't that weird? Should we be dancing? Like music plays. Should we all be dancing?
Nah, we'll just stand here like bopping our heads.
Yeah. I don't know. That's his thing. Yeah. He hates it when because if you're dancing.
Oh, he would get really mad, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would get so mad.
Like, that's my thing.
That's it. Because here's the thing is about Gabriel is I think that he's wearing a lot of capes. So when he dances, he's spinning. Those capes are going.
Swooshing around.
If a lot of people are dancing, they're getting in the way of the flow of his capes. And I feel like that upsets him. And that's when he's flying to rages. He's like, what are you doing? I'm doing a thing here with my capes.
This is a cape space.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I think that's probably it. And I can see why you would get angry about that. You're like, you're getting in the way of my capes.
To be honest, I once went to a very overcrowded ceilidh and I was wearing an inappropriately long skirt, and I felt already that there were too many people, and then someone stood on the bottom of my skirt and I fell over, and then Danny tried to pull me up, but someone was still stood on my skirt and it came down. And I was furious. But I wasn't furious at Danny. I was furious at whoever organised this event for having too many people there. Because I was a bit drunk and I was like, this is a health and safety nightmare! And I was just
people
angry.
are all gonna die in here.
Yeah, basically.
Like as you try to, did you?
As I tried to mask my modesty. Yeah. No, I mean I still had my underwear on, but yeah, my skirt came down.
Yeah, I was gonna say did your breast pop out or something? Like what?
Oh no, well it was a skirt, not a dress. So
only
my butt came out, but it was in underwear. So
okay,
it was pretty embarrassing though. I mean,
I could see that. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, were you not angry at the person who stepped on your skirt and then
no, because they weren't to blame. It was a structural issue, right? And that's the thing. The people in charge are always the ones in the wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry that happened.
Well, because they were, packing too many people in. That's profiteering,
Right. It wasn't. Wait. So this is like. Oh. Okay. So it wasn't like just like somebody threw a ceilidh.
No. It was like a ticketed event.
Oh.
And they clearly sold too many tickets.
That's sad.
It's outrageous because when I book tickets for a ceilidh, I expect there to be enough space for everyone to join in.
You need a certain standard for the ceilidh.
Well, it's not that. I'm not particularly good at dancing myself. It's more just that when you are being flung around, you want to know that you're going to land on your feet rather than in someone else's face, right?
See, here's the thing: is we had a wedding reception.
I know because I was not invited.
Well, we didn't really know you then. And we had a ceilidh. And see, the thing about if you go to a party that's a ceilidh, like a reception or whatever, like I can see okay, you can invite a few extra people because not everybody's going to want to dance in the ceilidh. Yeah. Or certainly not every dance. But then if you're setting up an event where people have paid to come to the ceilidh, at that point, everybody's invested and wants to dance.
Yeah.
Nobody's just going I'm just into ceilidh bands. Nobody's.
No one's into ceilidh bands. No one wants to hear that music if they're not drunk and dancing to it.
Yeah. If you're not trying to spin away from the music as possible. That's fine. I mean, it's not she doesn't listen to ceilidh music at home.
I just thought all Scottish people did that.
No. Yeah. I mean, she's constantly listening to the bagpipes. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Saints.
he was the dancer.
Yeah,
Saints.
the dancer. So yes, I guess you could say, because he was like almost the youngest child, so maybe a bit spoiled, maybe enjoying the finer things in life type thing.
Right. It seems like he's becoming the youngest child by default.
Yeah,
like,
killing the others off. Yeah,
he's slowly becoming the youngest child. Eventually.
Well, he was like 2 up from the youngest, and then
that's true. Yeah,
1 died. Anywho, he was educated first by the Christian Brothers, which sounds like a band.
I was like, oh no, it's these 2 brothers, like Tom and Bob Christian. The Christian Brothers. Quality education from the Christian Brothers.
Mr. and Mr. Christian. The Christian Brothers, or the Congregation of Christian Brothers, is a worldwide religious community within the Catholic Church. Okay. Founded by a guy called Edmund Rice, not anything Christian.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, they were providing his education. And then later on by the Jesuits in the town's college. And at Jesuit college, he excelled, particularly in Latin. So,
that's pretty handy if you want to go in the church.
Yes. Although it doesn't sound like at this point he does want to.
What then? Why would he? I don't know. Actually, I guess.
Well, I think it was like education was just provided by I don't think you could really get like a secular education at this point.
Yeah, and also like a lot of the education, I think at the time, or maybe at some point, like in order to be educated in some places, it had to be done in Latin.
Yeah.
That is why the section of Paris that is called the Latin Quarter is where all the universities are.
Fun fact there. Thank you.
I thought it had something to do with Latin America, but it had nothing to do with that at all. That's an actual, which I don't know why Latin America is called Latin America. So maybe it's all the same thing.
Because everyone there speaks Spanish because of colonizers.
Right, but then how is that Latin?
Yeah, true. Spanish and Latin are kind of close, but yeah, why isn't it called Spanish America?
So Spanish is a Romance language, which means it's a derivative of Latin.
Yeah.
But why would they? I don't know. I'll have to look that up some of these. I'm not going to look it up now. Let's just move on.
Maybe next time we have a Latin American saint, then you can look them up then.
We'll look that up. If anybody out there knows why Latin America is called Latin America, please send us an email at sameasbehavenpod@gmail.com. There is no G in behaven, but there is a G in Gmail. Thank you.
Well done. Good getting it in, because I'm not sure we did last week.
No, we in fact did on purpose.
Did we?
No, you have to listen to the episode.
Oh, right.
Because last week I was like...
Hang on, are you accusing me of not listening to the episode? Is it out yet? Did it come out?
It's out.
Yeah, it came out
yesterday.
Ugh, sorry. And
it's
who was it?
God. It's Gonzaga, that guy. Gonzaga.
Yes. Good old Aloysius. Cool. There is a G in Gonzaga. Is that why?
That's a pointless thing to say.
You're a pointless thing to say. Okay, we've descended somewhat, gone down a tangent.
Right.
In 1851, so I believe when he was 13, Pacenti became desperately ill and promised to enter religious life if he recovered. Can you guess what happens next?
He recovers.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't enter religious life.
Correct. So he clearly just had his fingers crossed and he was like, please make me better. I promise I'll become a religious person. And then sorry. No, I take it back.
Okay, well, when I said I would enter religious life, what I was actually misheard me. I said I want to enter some litigious strife, and in that I was going to sue my doctor for making me so sick.
Very good.
So I can see how you misunderstood that, God.
Does religious life and litigious strife rhyme in Italian or Latin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just wanted to let you know that I'm fluent in all 3 languages and it rhymes in all 3. It's kind of an amazing thing.
It's a good skill that you have that I've never heard of before. So yes, once he'd recovered, his promise was soon forgotten.
Sure.
The same thing happened when he narrowly escaped a stray bullet during a hunting expedition with friends. So for a second time, he had a near-death experience. And I don't know if, I think maybe it was like, if I don't die on this hunting trip, I'll become a religious person. I'm not sure.
I don't understand. If it's just a single stray bullet.
Yeah.
When did you have time to make and break a promise?
Maybe he was literally just like, oh, thank God that didn't hit me. And then someone was like, oh, are you saying you'll join the religion? That kind of thing, maybe.
It's just like, well, this didn't hit me, so obviously I need to, I guess, I see that. Like, his gratitude for not being hit by a bullet.
Yeah.
It was just like, well, this is the sign that I've been waiting for. I'm going to join join the church.
Yeah.
And then like later that day, somebody was like, were you really serious about joining the church? And they were like, what are you even talking about? I didn't remember. What?
Totally.
Yeah. So
sadly, the reference for that goes to a Google Books that I can't access. It won't let me.
That's fine.
So I can't find out more about what happened with that. But I like that it's phrased as the same thing, because it's like, this is clearly a habit where he was like, I'll join the church. Ooh, no, I don't want to.
No, I don't know. It's not, I'm not feeling it anymore.
His brother Paul had died in 1848, and his brother Lawrence killed himself in 1853.
So he's slowly becoming the oldest too.
Yeah. From the top and from the bottom, they're just thinning out.
Really eliminating. He's getting like I don't know.
It's the sibling Hunger Games. You don't know what it's like, Matt. I have 6 siblings, and you gotta do what you can to get that inheritance.
Yeah, you gotta figure out how to outlive them.
Now, what my parents did to ensure that we wouldn't fight over inheritance is be really financially irresponsible, so there's nothing to fight over.
That's the way to do it. That's what I'm going to do too with my kid. So.
Well, to be honest, your collection of the things is a good start.
Did I show you my really big one that I got the other day?
I don't think you did.
Look at that. It's as big as my head.
Oh my God, it's enormous.
I know, isn't that great? And it's also a bobblehead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's neat. Anyway.
Oh, well, I know what to get you for Christmas.
So his brothers died.
Yeah, 2 of them. And then later that year, Francesco fell ill again.
Again.
Yeah.
And he was like, God, I know I've burned you twice on this, but if you get me out of this scrape, I
really promise this time.
I promise this is the time. I swear to you, I'm gonna do it. You just get me out of this last illness. By very ill, what did he get? I'm gonna guess he had something like syphilis.
Stereotyping about ladies' men there. He had a throat abscess.
Okay.
So no idea how he got that.
It's a form of herpes you get from oral.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're not making that up.
I think you can, anyways. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Right. There's been one known case in the entire medical history of the world that was caused that way, and you're like, that's what causes it.
I don't know. Whatever.
That's your excuse, isn't it, Matthew? Being an ungenerous lover.
That's the best excuse for a throat abscess you could ever have. I'm sorry.
as in you're like, I'm implying that you do not give in that way.
Oh,
because you're scared of throat abscesses.
No, that's not.
And I was saying that's your excuse.
No.
That's not why you don't do that, did you say?
No,
the reason I don't do that, Anna, is because I am a misogynist.
Yeah. So yeah, throat abscess. This feels like the kind of thing that doesn't happen anymore now that people brush their teeth or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But,
he would have been a pioneer of brushing his teeth, surely.
Possibly. Yeah, I guess he was such a well-groomed guy.
Yeah.
He's like, he's called a toothbrush.
It's a minty fresh.
And then everybody's like, why isn't it called a teeth brush? And it's like, I don't know.
That's true, because you rarely do one tooth at a time.
No, you don't do one tooth at a time. Maybe it was like the original toothbrushes were very small and you would have to do each tooth individually.
Oh, dear.
Because, bristles were at a premium then. You had to hunt down a boar, get the bristles. It's a whole thing.
True facts about the teeth brush.
He has the throat abscess.
Yes.
Does he make the same promise to God?
He does.
And does this time...
Third time lucky.
He does?
He does it.
Yay!
So once more he had promised to enter religious life upon his recovery, and this time actually set the process in motion.
Yeah, because it also got him out of an engagement.
Yes, exactly. I'm not sure when the engagement was, but I think this was the time where it was like, no, I'm for real this time. So yeah, maybe it was like, I'll join the church. Actually, I don't want to. I'm going to marry this lady. Actually, I'm going to join the church. And then he actually does. Yeah. So initially he applied to join the Jesuits, but for some unknown reason never proceeded. Well, I think we know the reason is that he is flaky as fuck.
Yeah, the reason was like, are those the robes the Jesuits wear? Oh, no thank you.
They really clash with my skin tone. Yeah.
That is, I am a summer, and those are very autumn robes. I'm sorry.
Well, he'd attributed his healing to the recently beatified Andrew Babola, who was a Jesuit himself. And anything else interesting about him? He was in Poland, so I don't know how he healed Francis's throat abscess, but there you go. He did.
Well, he's dead, then he's everywhere, right?
True. Yeah, he was dead. 1657 was when that guy died.
So yeah, there you go.
So
he's up in space, right? Or heaven. So
Jesus space. Yeah. So I guess that was sort of why he went for the Jesuits. But then, their gowns put him off, as you said.
I'm sure. There's probably something like that.
Yeah. Tragedy struck again when his sister Mary Louisa... That's not a laughing matter, Matthew.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I laughed at that.
No, it is funny because it's like, you're right, all his siblings just gone.
Because, wait, let's run the numbers here. This is the 5th sibling, I think,
so
to die.
Okay, let's go. Rosa, number 1. Adele, two brothers.
Right.
And then, number 5.
This is the 5th sibling. Okay, so he's down to...
Only 7 siblings
7
left.
siblings left. Okay. You know what? That's still a fair number.
And then there were 7. Yeah. But, splitting an inheritance into 8 rather than 13. Big win.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah.
She died of cholera.
Oh, okay.
Mary Louisa. After the cholera epidemic ended, Spoleto clergy and civic authorities organised a procession of the ancient icon of the Virgin Mary in Spoleto's cathedral. Possenti attended the procession, and as the image passed him by, he felt an interior voice asking, "Why do you remain in the world?" Now, I feel like I need to clarify. I don't think it was saying, "Why are you still alive?" I think it was like in the world as in like, worldly things.
Oh, okay. Now, like, why are you here, you useless waste of space?
Jesus is like, just kill yourself already.
Yeah, just why don't you fucking die already? I have no use for you. What have you been doing here?
Just
Look
keep
at this.
breaking your promises to me. Just fuck off.
Yeah. What do you think? Dancing and wearing capes is what you should be? No, fuck off. Just fucking die in a ditch like you deserve, you wretched dog.
I should have killed you and not all your 5 siblings.
Yeah. Jesus is like, the wrong kid died.
Maybe this is Jesus made mistakes 5 times. He's trying to target this guy and he just keeps
You think
missing
Jesus
the
is like
shots.
tossing thunderbolts?
Yeah. Like
God damn it.
Yeah.
Missing this guy. He's a slippery
because
bastard.
he's just dancing around, avoiding the bolts.
It's a shame he's the one that dances. He's the only one in town.
I should have planned for this when they called him the dancer. God damn it.
Anyway,
So apparently this event, i.e. hearing a voice at the procession, was the galvanizing force behind the first serious steps in Possenti's religious vocation.
Wait a minute. So this is after he recovered from his disease?
Yeah. So I reckon he promised that he would become religious again and then was probably going to go back on it. But then he had this religious calling event.
Right. Okay. So then, because that makes sense. It's like he was like, I'm definitely going to do it this time.
Yeah,
and then it was just like,
I'm joining the Jesuits.
And then like a week goes by. And it's like, oh, I'm going to do the Jesuits. No, maybe this other group. I don't know. I'm just kind of like putting it off and not making decisions. And then finally Jesus is like, hey,
just
get on
die.
this shit. Do it.
Yeah.
Here's the compromise. You join the church or you get fucking dead, buddy.
You will be number 6.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, it's interesting that that I should say that. And we'll find out why soon. After the procession, he sought the advice of a priest and resolved to enter the Passionist congregation.
Oh, sounds hot.
Appropriate for the dancer, no?
Yes.
Well, no, passion in theology is suffering of Christ, right?
Oh,
so less sexy. Unless, I mean, if that's your kink.
But for some
fine.
people, I mean, if that's your kink, then don't worry about it. As long as it's consenting adults and everybody's safe.
Exactly. Good note there. Good NB. This is very on character, though, I think. There was no Passionist house near where he lives, which reminded me of so when I was little, I used to have violin lessons with a friend of my mum's. And then a friend of my mum's retired and I had to get my violin lessons from a community music school. But the violin sessions were all booked up, so I couldn't learn the violin. And I couldn't read music and I really didn't like having music lessons, but my parents, really wanted me to be musical. So I was like, fine. So I'll play an instrument. And then I looked at the ones that there were spaces left in the class and it was like I could have played the viola, which I guess wouldn't have been that different. It might have been easier to adapt, but I was like, fine, I want to learn the trombone. And then my parents had spent ages finding a trombone on eBay and it was a big faff, and it kind of backfired because it meant that I had to cart a trombone to my lessons rather than I should have gone for a flute really. But my thinking was if I'm going to learn an instrument, I'm going to find the most annoying instrument.
That sounds on brand for you.
Yeah, but it's also on brand for this guy. He's like, fine, I'm going to do it. I'm going to join a religious community. I'm going to join the one that's really nowhere near here and it's very impractical.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he did, because there wasn't one near his house. He's like, oh,
I give up.
Else. You know what? Is there one? There's one on the street, right? Oh, there isn't?
Too far.
Seems like a lot of trouble. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. This
guy. This was his excuse to get out of town.
Yes, to get away from his betrothed.
So he goes to the passionate monks.
The passionate monks. They really love their silence. Yeah.
Yeah. They're just really, there's some sexy monks.
Like Hot Priest.
Yeah.
But
what?
But different. Have you not seen Fleabag?
From Fleabag, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that from.
Okay. Good.
All right. So he goes. What is it called? The Passionita?
Passionists. The Passionitas. I love that. It should be called the Passionistas. I feel like that would suit him as well.
Yeah.
Because he has a passion for fashion.
Indeed. So he has to go far away for this.
Yes.
Right?
To Moravale. Moraval. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Okay.
Moraval, which is in the Italian region of Marche.
All right, that's fine.
I don't know
this
how
is all good
far
enough for me.
I don't have a good map that has both Assisi and Moraval and where we were, Spoleto.
Yeah, I think I never really got a good grasp on where Assisi or Spoleto was.
Oh, well, so. I didn't really
so don't worry
elaborate
about
it. On that.
Anyways, so he moves to the Riviera.
Yeah. The sexy monk Riviera.
Yeah, which sounds, again, the passions, you know.
Definitely getting away from the town, as you say.
Uh-huh.
So, accompanied by his brother, Aloysius. Different Aloysius.
Wait. Oh, okay. What a coincidence.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I guess it was a common Italian name at the time, or Luigi.
I suppose so, yeah.
A Dominican friar. Oh, so different.
So his brother was already a friar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they set out together for the novitiate of the Passionists at Moraval.
Mm-hmm.
During their journey, they visited several relatives who had been enlisted by Possenti's dad, Sante, to encourage him to return to Spoleto, but to no avail. So
why does he want him back?
It's like a quest. It's like, let's go and stay with all the people who don't want me to do this.
Right. I think, I feel like this is good that he brought his brother who's already a friar.
Yeah,
to,
he was a good influence balancing it out, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of the guy. It's like, you made a promise to God.
Yeah,
it's like, oh.
But look, Aunt Sally doesn't want me to do this. Look, we're staying in her house. We shouldn't disrespect her.
Right. Let's listen to what she has to say. Why does the dad want him to come back?
Because he doesn't want him to be a passionist.
Is it just that he doesn't want him to be a passionist? That he wants to be a different...
I don't know. I think maybe, he's like, I've lost so many kids. Please stay with me.
I don't know. I feel like he could afford to lose a few more.
Well,
he's
true.
He's got 8 kids still.
Shave it down to 3 and they'll be living the high life.
I know. I mean, well, that's the thing. He's like, well, I've already got 1 kid who's a monk. I can't have 2 kids as a monk. I feel like a failure as a dad then. Right? Or like...
Other than all these ones I let die.
Look, so, hey, what? It's early 19th century Italy. The mortality, like you lose 5 kids, no problem. You lose 2 to the church. Wait a minute.
That's suspicious, yeah.
That's bad, yeah. You get 1 kid in the church, you're guaranteed to get into heaven. That's great. You 2, it's just you're gilding the lily, and you're potentially causing problems. I think so, because what if that one gets in the wrong sect, right?
Yeah, exactly. Falls in with the passionists.
Yeah.
And then
then who knows what could happen. So what happens?
Sorry, I missed this bit earlier. His dad refused to give him permission to leave for the passionists. So maybe it was specifically an anti-passionist thing. Maybe that was why they lived in Spoleto anyway. It's like, this is the furthest you can get from passionists.
No, there'll be no passion here.
So and then he enlisted his relatives to dissuade Gabriel along the way.
That must have been a mean feat, because he must have written a bunch of letters and sent them ahead of them traveling. It must have been tough.
It's a big project, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the postal service wasn't super quick at that point. So.
As we've established in earlier podcasts.
Yeah, very good, excellent throwback there.
Unless you had your own personal guardian angel to send your messages. You're shit out of luck. Anyways.
After these unsuccessful attempts by the relatives to dissuade Francesco though, Gabriel, his father became convinced that his intentions were sincere and not capricious. So maybe he was like, I know what you're doing. You're just trying not to marry this girl.
It's like, I know you. You're going to come dancing back through that door. You've made this promise twice before. You're never gonna do it.
Yeah. Testing his commitment.
His faith. Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Yes.
So, yes, eventually he arrived at the novitiate on September the 19th, 1856. So he was 18. I believe. Yeah. And 2 days later, he received the habit of the Passionists and the name Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows.
So the habit with smoking. Okay, so they give him a name, the name Gabriel, when he becomes. He's a monk now, right? The Passionists are monks.
Yeah. He's like, well, he's a novice.
A novice.
So
right.
He's not really anything.
Okay. You're nothing in this.
In this passion.
You're nothing in this monastery, kid.
Yeah. You were the dancer, but here you gotta earn your nicknames.
Yeah.
Dance
that guy
for
over
us,
there, he's
dancer.
He's the prayer. That guy's the prayer. That other guy's the prayer.
This
we call him the prayer.
This one we actually call the holy water sprinkler.
He's good at it. That guy's the kneeler.
Which is not really that different from the prayer.
No, we only call him the kneeler because he's really short, so it always looks like he's kneeling.
Oh, so. Mean monks.
I know, right? They're catty, those monks. Which is why a fashionist guy with a hot temper wants to be with the passionate monks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I can see I'm going to fit right in here.
Yeah.
As long as no one's called the perfume borrower, I'm okay.
Yeah.
The following year, Possenti pronounced his vows, and during this time, his spiritual life was under the care of his director, a priest called Norbert of Holy Mary. Different Norbert, again.
Different Norbert.
Yeah. I assume, anyway. Or maybe not, but he's not clickable on the Wikipedia page, which presumably means it's not that Norbert.
But wasn't Norbert German?
Yeah.
Norbert of Xanthen was German.
Yeah, but Germany and Italy, not that far away. It's not beyond the realms of...
In the 19th century, they were a lifetime away. If you travel from Italy to Germany, it was like that was your one trip for your life.
Yeah, but the Norbert's thing was traveling around losing disciples in suspicious circumstances. Anyway, in June 1858, Possenti and the other students moved to Pietraveterina to continue their studies because I don't know if that novitiate closed or something, and that's why they moved, or if it was just like a normal thing to do to move around a bit.
Oh, I bet it was like there was like a developer coming in, and he's going to tear down this monastery and build a mall. If only we could have a dance contest to save the monastery. If only someone was a good enough dancer. And he was like, "No, I've given up dancing for the church." Like, oh.
No, sadly not. Or what would have happened if you like, yeah, I'll do it, and then the day would have come. He's like, I did not choreograph a routine, so I'm just going to not do it.
I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather not.
Oh, God, he sounds like me, doesn't he?
He really kind of does.
Local disturbances meant they would only stay a year. A rival dance gang.
Yeah. Wait, local disturbances like earthquakes or like uprisings or like what?
Yeah,
that's
maybe
so
war.
vague.
Maybe war, I think.
Probably war, yeah. You're probably right. That makes more sense. Or is it just like ghosts? Ooh, it's
disturbances. Yeah, he was disturbed. He saw dead people.
There's just one guy kicking his seat the whole time. It's like, this is so disturbing. Please, can you stop that? You're upsetting. Anyways.
Yeah. Look, if you stop kicking my seat, I swear I'll become a martyr. So yes, they would only stay a year. So in July 1859, the group moved to the monastery of Isola del Gran Sasso in the province of Teramo.
Okay.
So more geography for you there.
Yeah, next time they move, you can just say they moved to another monastery in a different part of Italy. And then we could save ourselves all a lot of trouble.
Well, this is a lot further south and a bit more inland. So there you go.
Oh, sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's not by the
hotter,
beach anymore, is it?
No, that's the thing. But, maybe warmer for the passion.
I know, right? Hey, man, you don't need the weather to be warm when you're with the Passionates because they bring all the heat. You know what I'm saying? No, I was going to say, I think I would prefer to be further south in Italy than I would be. See, I think you could be inland in the south because it's nice and warm all the time, as opposed to being on the coast in the north where it's maybe
when
not
it's
warm
kind of
all the
like
time.
just medium. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I would just rather it be temperate all the time.
Right.
And like Oxford's not good for that because it's freezing in winter and like boiling in summer, and there's not really like a middle ground. around.
I don't know if you went out today, but sometimes it's freezing in summer.
True. And I hate that too.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to wear like jeans, a t-shirt, a light jumper, and be comfortable.
You want the Mediterranean climate.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, exactly.
Which global warming is slowly but very surely obliterating.
Well, pretty soon Oxford will have the Mediterranean climate, right?
Well, no, this is what I'm saying is that Oxford's like more extreme. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, we've gone to geography again, and we're in unknown territory now. Anywho, Percenti was an excellent student, and his excellence in academic life was outdone only by the great progress he was making in his spiritual life.
Oh,
so
they're going to say outdone by his fashion.
That would have been lovely.
That wouldn't it great?
But no, so it seems like he had a change of heart.
Oh, that's good. So he's very spiritual. He's converted. He's really getting into it.
Yeah.
Do you think he left fashion behind, or is this going to turn out to be, he's going to be like a priest? Like, remember that magician priest who used magic to proselyte? Like, is he using fashion to proselytize?
Oh, maybe.
people?
He has like Bible verses printed on like his edgy fedora or something.
Yeah, or it's like you may think your wardrobe is complete, but is your spiritual wardrobe complete?
Nice. You've
Or
got
something like that?
you've got your shirt, sure, and that's going to church once a week. But if you really want to look the part, you got to have a tie, and that is taking communion.
Right.
Something
I
like
mean,
that.
the key to fashion is accessories, and what better accessory is there than the crucifix?
Oh, very nice.
Yes, Jesus, the ultimate accessory.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there has been a sermon about that, because
Right.
there's a sermon about it. I once had to go to Catholic church with Danny because his grandma's very Catholic, and the priest there did a sermon on how Jesus is like Wi-Fi.
In what way?
He's everywhere and you can't live without him now. I don't know.
Oh, and he's pretty hard to get in poor neighborhoods.
Yes,
and,
yeah. Supplied exclusively by big profiteering private companies, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out there's a lot of money in it. And,
Yeah.
and even though it should be like a public good,
Yeah.
like a utility, instead a lot of people are
Actually,
making a lot of money
people
off
are very
of it.
exclusive about
And
it.
often you're getting a pretty poor service for the amount of money that you're spending.
On wafers and wine.
Anyways. So yeah, I guess this is a good analogy.
It's
Yeah.
a great analogy, but unintentionally.
Also, Wi-Fi works in mysterious ways. Like,
Yes.
why is the Wi-Fi great in the room I'm in right now? But if I go in my bedroom, which is just on the other side of another wall, it's shit.
The Lord, our internet, works in mysterious ways.
It does, doesn't it? Jesus is just a series of tubes. Okay, so
Does that mean if you upgrade to like, is like fundamental right-wing Christianity, is that like fiber broadband?
if anything, it's like 288 dial-up.
Nice.
Anyways,
nice. It's
so
and guys, church is a Wi-Fi hotspot,
yeah, you want to go to the original hotspot. It's right here in the church.
which is ironic because hell is a very hot spot.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? There's no password for this Wi-Fi.
You just have to eat his flesh. What?
Ugh. Anyways,
So yeah, looks like this guy had a bit of a turnaround.
so you turn around. Yeah, is it turn around? Okay, great.
So you know,
And?
it was all good. At the same time, he began to display the first symptoms of tuberculosis,
Oh, that's always the way, isn't it?
especially around this time.
Yeah.
But the news didn't worry him. In fact, he was joyful. He had prayed for a slow death so as to be able to prepare himself spiritually, and I reckon fashionately,
Right.
so that I'm going to look perfect at my funeral.
I am going to have the most beautiful shroud you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Who prays for a slow death? What the hell, man?
Well, you know, that's
really
how you
hope
show
I
how
linger.
spiritual you are. I want to suffer hard.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus only suffered for 3 days. No, wait. Did he
I'm going to
for
suffer
3
for
days?
like 10.
He suffered for like a day, right?
Yeah, only a day.
Yeah. And so I'm going to show that Jesus something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think praying for. I mean, I would pray that I am a long ways off from my death, but then
That's
when
not
it
the same
comes-
as... I mean, I guess a long life technically is a slow death.
Right. Okay. But I feel like there's a real difference in language between a slow life.
Well,
and
maybe
a
this
long
was, this Gabriel guy, he was a bit
Slow death.
slippery, wasn't he? Like when he was like, oh, I promised this. And so maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he was like, I pray for a slow death. And actually what he like with his fingers crossed behind his back, what he meant was a long life.
A long way.
But yeah, throughout his illness, he remained cheerful and kept up all his usual practices, like dancing, I guess.
Dancing, I'm sure. Yeah.
He was a source of great edification and inspiration to his fellow students, who sought to spend time with him at his deathbed. He had proved himself. That's where you want to be when someone has a contagious disease.
Well, yeah.
Next to him.
Yeah, there was just a line around the block for that guy's deathbed. It was so...
Not least the woman he jilted at the altar.
Yeah, I mean, like, now he's got the most popular spot in town. It's his own deathbed. I can see why he would love this.
Yeah, but no, apparently he'd proved himself an exemplary religious and a perfect follower of the Passionist rule, which as in, like, I guess, like a code rather than...
A gentleman never tells.
Ironically, he was especially devoted to the Virgin Mary, who was, not that passionate by definition. On his deathbed, this is great.
Okay.
He ordered that his spiritual writings be burned for fear they would tempt him to pride.
But is it that, I mean, that feels like the pride right there. It's like, these are too good. Yeah. I'm just going to be...
You got to burn them, otherwise I might sin by being too proud of them.
In death? Like, you're dead.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
It feels like it's a real catch-22, because he's like, I feel like I'd be too proud of these because they're so good that I think we should burn them. Yeah, okay, whatever.
It is a catch-22, because, as soon as you realize that they will tempt you to pride, you've already been proud.
You've already been too proud. It's a shame. That is why it is a deadly sin.
Yes, literally in this case. Regardless, only his letters survive, alongside his resolutions, which map the spiritual progress he made in his few years as a Passionist.
That's it.
So I guess he did make progress. Before he could be ordained a priest, he died in the retreat at Isola del Gran Sasso in the early hours of February 27th, 1862, at the age of 23, I believe.
Well.
23 or 24. nearly 24, because it was March the 1st that he was born, I think. In the presence of the community, again, bad disease management there.
Yeah.
Holding close an image of Our Lady of Sorrows, and who I think is Mary.
Mary, yeah.
And smiling peacefully. Those who were with him when he died reported that at the moment of his death, he sat up in bed and his face became radiant as he reached out to an otherwise unseen figure that was entering the room. It was the opinion of Norbert, his spiritual director guy, that he had seen the Virgin Mary at the very moment of his death.
It's like, listen, guys, I'm just spitballing here. This is just my opinion, but probably the Virgin Mary, right? Checks out. He had a picture of the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, totally. But it's interesting because I think TB was the disease that was like behind the vampire panic, right? Which like led people to do weird stuff. And sitting up in death, I think, is like a thing that can sometimes happen, maybe because of like nerve reaction or something, but people interpret it as, oh my god, you're a vampire.
Wow.
So there's a very good dollop on that. Listen to that podcast.
So yeah, I forget all this shit behind vampirism. But yeah,
but he wasn't a vampire. He was just reaching out for.
Are we sure he's not a vampire?
I mean, vampires are meant to be quite good looking, aren't they? So
that's
maybe
they seem to like capes.
Oh my god, that is such a good connection. That is a good point.
So he dies in front of everybody. He sees the Virgin Mary before he dies.
Sits up and reaches out.
And everybody's like, "That's pretty great. That's pretty great."
Make him a saint.
Make him a saint.
Yeah. Well, immediately after his death, Norbert wrote a biography of him, and 4 years after his death, the Passionists were forced to abandon the monastery where he died.
Oh.
And he was buried in this church, and it laid deserted for 30 years.
Okay.
But since his death, the fame of his sanctity spread through the local area, as well as among Passionists.
But what sanctity? Like, I mean, how long was he in the Passionists?
So he went
6 years, right? He was 18 when he got there.
1856 to 1862. So yeah, 6 years.
So 6 years.
That's a fairly long time. I've had like 4 jobs in 6 years.
Right, but you're unemployable. Do
a theology degree, kids.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like it's so if a quarter of his life he spent sanctimonious.
He probably was sanctimonious. Yes.
Yeah, sanctified. You know, like yeah, and then but the other like 3/4, I don't know. He seemed like a real dick.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he
seemed like a vain.
A lot of them, right?
Yeah, he seemed like a vain jerk. Anyways,
but I mean,
so I guess
if you're upper middle class and a bit religious, and it's the right time in history, that's all you need, right?
Yeah, people dig that. All right.
So yeah.
So do you have any miracles or?
Hang on. Well, does this count? In 1860, which was 2 years before he died,
Uh-huh.
Garibaldi's soldiers entered the mountain village of Isola in Italy. They began to burn and pillage the town, terrorizing its inhabitants. Possenti, with his seminary rector's permission, walked into the center of town unarmed to face the terrorists. One of the soldiers was dragging off a young woman he intended to rape when he saw Possenti and made a snickering remark about such a young monk being all alone. Possenti quickly grabbed the soldier's revolver from his belt and ordered the marauder to release the woman. The startled soldier complied as Possenti grabbed the revolver of another soldier who was passing by. Because he was a dancer, right? He was quick. He was, like, nimble.
I guess, yeah. But wait, how come the first guy passing... It makes it sound like the first guy passing by was just, like, completely unaware that there was a standoff going on.
Yeah.
He was just like, what? My gun too? What?
Yeah, but because Possenti was so quick, he just, like, the other guy
so
just
fast.
didn't know what had hit him.
He was like, pirouette, pirouette, pirouette.
Yeah. Now I have two guns.
And he just, like, plie. What's the thing where they jump? Is that a plie?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he plies over.
Hearing the commotion, the rest of the soldiers come running in.
And he stole all their guns.
Well, at that moment, a small lizard ran across the road between Possenti and the soldiers. When the lizard briefly paused, Possenti took careful aim and struck the lizard with one shot. Turning his two handguns on the approaching soldiers, Possenti commanded them to drop their weapons, and having seen his handiwork with the pistol, the soldiers complied. Possenti ordered them to put out the fires they had set, and upon finishing, marched the whole lot out of town, ordering them to never return. The grateful townspeople escorted Possenti in triumph back to the seminary, thereafter referring to him as the saviour of Isola.
Okay.
So that was it.
I think anything you do at gunpoint doesn't count as a miracle.
But I mean, I feel like it was pretty good marksmanship, right? That was a miraculous shot. I
guess.
He had been hunting before.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is it's not like this is the first time he's ever held a gun.
Gifted, yeah.
I mean, he's probably, because he was middle-class kid, he probably spent a lot of his time, like, hunting and
He
playing
wasn't
with fire.
like that kid. It was Aloysius, wasn't it? He was, like, in his little baby soldier suits.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't like that. But, yeah, you're right. He probably had fun with guns before.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, he may have hit the lizard by accident, because I feel like if you just fire a shot at the ground in front of anybody...
Maybe he was aiming at the soldiers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like all you have to do is... Most people, if you just fire at the ground in front of them, they'll feel like you...
Like, yeah.
That'll get their attention,
Yeah.
and they'll probably do most of what you want to say.
But what a great coincidence that he hit the list.
I love this.
Like...
I hope there's an image of, like, this monk with, like, a pistol in each hand.
Oh my god, I've got a treat in store for you.
I want that.
But
okay.
I'll tell you about it in a bit, because we've got to do this in proper order. So, can you guess what this guy's patronages are?
Is he the patron saint of dancing?
Oh, that would have been good, wouldn't it? No.
No. Is he the patron saint of, like, making promises that you're not going to keep?
He really, really should be.
Just, like, making plans, just empty promises.
Yeah.
Making plans and canceling.
He should be, but no.
Is the patron saint of fashion?
That would make sense as well, because not only was he fashionable, but he was also Italian, which would be a good place for a patron of fashion to come from, right?
I guess so, yeah.
But no.
Was he the patron saint of killing lizards or just minding their own goddamn business? Didn't have to shoot up lizards, mean.
Yes, but that was not part of the list.
Mm-hmm. You better not be the patron saint of lizards. That would be really...
That would suck.
Yeah.
That would be like if Cecil Rhodes became like the patron saint of black people. There's just...
Right, yeah.
I don't know why I thought that. We were talking about Oriel College earlier. That's why that came to mind. Anyway, no. Any more guesses?
No.
Okay. He is the patron saint of Catholic youth, students, and those studying for the priesthood, which I think is ill-advised, given that it took him a very long time to actually commit to that.
Is he also the patron saint of, like, people procrastinating about studying the priesthood?
This is why he would definitely be my patron saint, I think.
Right.
But there is an ongoing tradition every March when thousands of high school students from the Abruzzo and the Marche regions of Italy visit his tomb 100 days before their expected graduation Vaccination Day to pray to him in order to achieve good scores on their final. And every 2 years, from mid-July to the beginning of August, the Italian Stauros Onlus Foundation hosts at the Sanctuary of St. Gabriel a celebrated exposition of contemporary religious arts. So I guess it's like, it's not quite fashion, but it's like art, studiousness, etc.
Right. Are you saying fashion isn't art?
No, I'm saying it is. So although he's not the patron of fashion, he has this kind of patronage of this arts festival, which could include fashion.
Right.
The cult of St. Gabriel is especially popular among Italian youth, and Italian migrants have therefore spread the cult to areas such as the US, Central America, and South America.
Okay.
In fact, Gemma Galgani held that it was Possenti who had cured her of a dangerous illness and led her to a passionist vocation. Wow. So there you go, it's a crossover episode.
I guess.
But the best thing, and this is my big reveal, is that there is a society of St. Gabriel there was, that promoted the public recognition of Gabriel, lobbying for him to be designated by the Vatican as the patron saint of handgun owners. And that's why I chose this guy for the 4th of July.
Wow, what an attack on me. So
you and your peoples. So I would like to share with you some quotes from the guy that was like
from the NRA.
It's a guy called John M. Snyder. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Right. Well, he was a gun lobbyist.
Oh, okay.
So there is a postcard with Gabriel with a gun photoshopped into his like monk holster there's a tagline, "Give us this day our daily lead," which is great. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, the campaign to make Possenti a gun rights icon began in 1987 when Snyder, a former associate editor of the NRA's American Rifleman magazine, who was lobbying Congress on gun issues, stumbled upon an article in a Catholic magazine about the lizard incident. And he was like, well, this is our guy.
Yeah. This is a rare treat.
Yeah.
A saint with a handgun. Those can't come up very often.
No.
Yeah.
So this guy wrote a letter to the Vatican in which he argued that formal recognition of Possenti's marksmanship would be an indication of the fact that an instrument in the hands of a person committed in heart, mind and soul to Almighty God may be used to bring about practical good here on earth. So he used this lizard story as a reason to say that guns are good when in the hands of the right people.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because the only thing to stop a bad guy with a gun is a
saint with a gun. Exactly.
You know what? I 100% agree with this. Only saints should have guns.
Let he who is without the sin cast the first bullet, as Jesus famously said.
I found this give us this day our daily lead. It's pretty horrible. Also, I don't know why. So this gun is holstered. I'm not a gun expert, despite being American, but like, I don't know how you would retrieve this gun for any kind of like, it seems holstered in the most awkward position I've ever seen.
Well, that's what made the dancer so nimble and, amazing.
Yeah,
right? But this guy was like a local legend in his community because he would send Christmas cards on the theme of lobbying about guns. So, so his previous Christmas cards before he found out about St. Gabriel included Santa preparing to blow away a burglar with a pistol, Santa with a gift sack of revolvers, and Santa outlined against the blazing sky. Oh, sorry. A Santa outlined against the sky, blazing away a Soviet plane with a machine gun.
Wow, yeah.
So this dude is a really normal dude, right?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah.
So after hearing about the story, he started at Christmas sending out Christmas cards featuring Gabriel firing at the lizards. In 1996, Snyder picked up his highest profile supporter, then GOP presidential candidate Pat Buchanan, who accepted a medal from Snyder featuring Possenti flanked by a lizard and a revolver.
Wait, yes, I saw that. Guardian saint of marksmen, defender of the faith. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Also, the lizard's gonna be like, why am I in this?
Yeah. Well, he was a martyr to the cause, I guess.
I suppose so, yeah.
And Snyder even arranged for a priest to bless a shooting range in Tennessee in the name of Possenti, although the facility's owners fretted that the holy water would in fact warp the wooden rifle stocks. So this guy is just a cartoon in himself.
Wow, that's nuts.
It is. Sadly, the lizard shooting story only appears in one biography that's like way later than the official one.
Oh, okay.
So
which
it's surprisingly the whole thing is probably based on bollocks.
Right. Okay. Because I would think that if that's a real incident, that is something you definitely put in the biography. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. If you're like, this guy was a saint, like a pistol packing saint.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So the official case was like thrown out because the bishops who looked at this case were like, well, gun violence is a threat to life, so we shouldn't, because Catholics famously believe in the sanctity of life, right?
Sure.
So Snyder dismissed his critics as pacifistic pruneheads. And
pruneheads.
Reflecting on his experience and the campaign being rejected, he said, there's a lot of dovishness and pacifism on the part of a lot of clerical people, and they don't like to have any attention called to the masculine approach to Christianity.
Oh, wow. Why can't we have more toxic masculinity?
Yeah, why is Jesus not more of an asshole? That's what right-wing Jesus is all about.
Yeah. These stupid peacenik priests always going on about peace and love, never going on about how great guns are. Where's the sermon about how Jesus is like a AK-47, in that he also can penetrate into your heart with very...
There almost certainly is. There almost certainly is, because then, they'd say that people on the anti-gun side are the Antichrist, right? Sure,
yeah. Makes sense. All this logic tracks.
Yeah. So, final quote from Snyder. These people who will say they haven't found any other books in which this particular act is quoted would probably not like to be reminded of the fact that there were no books that describe the Annunciation. And they're not going to dispute that!
Okay.
So there you go. There's like solid evidence for Gabriel being the patron of handguns. And that is why I thought he would be an appropriate saint for the 4th of July.
Yeah, well.
So you're welcome, America.
Yes, thanks for that. I was really hoping it was going to be the patron saint of fireworks, but
I'm sorry.
It didn't go in that direction.
I mean, the lizard splattering everywhere would have been a bit firework-like.
No, I don't like that. I like little lizards. There's my parents' house. There's all kinds of little lizards running around. It's always delightful to see them.
Do any right-wing nuts come and try and shoot them?
They probably would, but yeah. So, Anna, do you see...
there is a patron of fireworks manufacturers. But we'll do her on her day, which is the 4th of December. So there you go. Yeah. Tune in 6 months' time for that one.
No, we got to do St. Nicholas, who's like the 3rd of December.
Is St. Nicholas the 3rd of December?
I think we figured this out at one point. I forget, it doesn't matter.
Well, either way, there's going to be more saints in the future of the year, and you should
tuning
keep
in,
listening.
folks.
Yeah.
So, Anna, do you see any situation where you would have St. Gabriel intercede for you?
I mean, totally. If I was ever in a town that was being raided by soldiers, and I couldn't see any lizards around for myself, definitely would ask him.
Right.
Also, I like to think of myself as very young and beautiful, so like Gemma Galgani, I would need him to heal me, maybe. But no, as I said, I relate to him because I am, as you know from first-hand experience, a massive procrastinator. Right. So, yeah, I feel like we have a lot in common through that.
Fair. I mean, I think that if I ever needed fashion assistance, which I don't think I do, I think I dress pretty sharply all the time.
Oh, you're such a sharp guy. Mm-hmm.
I like to think of my style as old man teenager. But
how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, I think that if I needed fashion advice, if I need fashion assistance, divine fashion assistance, I think I would ask him to intercede.
If I ever needed a choreographer, maybe?
Oh, yeah, if you ever need help dancing. Which again, I'm pretty good at dancing.
Why is he not the patron of dancing? Who's that?
It does seem like he's... Well, I feel like that dancing was something he did before he found the church. And I think that dancing is a symbol of his sinful worldly life beforehand.
100% true.
That's probably why he's also not the patron saint of fashion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that if I was ever in a situation where I had to hold off a battalion of men with 2 pistols, I guess I would...
You would have to.
Yeah, I think that would be he'd be the go-to guy for that.
Definitely.
But Anna, thank you so much for all your great research this week. That was
you're welcome.
Illuminating and attack on my country.
Culture,
Which I admit is maybe a little overzealous with the firearms.
Is that the official position of the Same Misbehaving Pod?
No, the official position of the Same Misbehaving is that guns should be illegal. I don't know. Nobody should have them because everybody fucking kills people.
What about saints? They only kill lizards.
Saints should. Yeah, I'm sorry. I take that back. No, only saints should have guns. And
are you sure? Because a lot of the saints we've seen, I'm not sure they should actually.
There are a high number of unstable individuals amongst the saints.
Imagine how many more disciples of Norbert would have died if he'd had a gun.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know. So maybe nobody should have guns. You're right.
What a crazy thought.
What a thought. I'm enjoying living in the UK where nobody has guns.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a...
Nobody has guns and almost everyone has health insurance.
Yeah, pretty great.
Or health
care. So, but yes. But thank you, Anna. Once again, great research.
It's been a pleasure. Have a blessed, freedom-filled 4th of July.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.